And we're getting to the end of the road. Ahora sí que llegamos al final. But before we get to the finish line, antes de llegar a la línea de meta, let's think, pensemos about our past, about our life, pensemos no noso pasado, na nosa vida. Ready, steady, go! Empezaremos co pasado do verbo to be, que funciona un pouco diferente.
Past simple. To be. Affirmative and negative. I was at the cinema yesterday. He, she, it was at the cinema yesterday. I was not. I wasn't. He was not. He wasn't. She was not. She wasn't. It was not. It wasn't.
Para I, he, she, it, usamos was na afirmativa e wasn't na negativa.
We were. You were. They were at the cinema yesterday. We were not. We weren't. You were not. You weren't. They were not. They weren't at the cinema yesterday.
Para o resto de persoas usamos were na afirmativa and weren't na negativa.
We use the past simple with these time expressions. Yesterday. Last week. Last night. Last month. Last year. Yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon. Yesterday evening. 2 months ago. 3 years ago.
Usamos o past simple con estas expresións de tempo. Yesterday, onte, last, o último o pasado, ago, hai. 2 months ago, hai 2 meses.
I am at school now. I was at school yesterday. He is at school now. He was at school yesterday. We are at school now. We were at school yesterday. I was not at home. I wasn't at home. He was not at home. He wasn't at home. We were not at home. We weren't at home.
Past simple. To be. Questions.
Para facer unha pregunta cambiamos a orde da afirmativa. We change the word order of the statement.
He was at a football match. Was he at a football match? They were at a party. Were they at a party? It was a good film. Was it a good film? Was I? Was he? Was she? Was it at home yesterday? Were we? Were you? Were they at home yesterday? Yes, I was. Yes, he was. Yes, she was. Yes, it was. No, I wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yes, we were. Yes, you were. Yes, they were. No, we weren't. No, you weren't. No, they weren't.
Usamos was, were nas preguntas e was, were and wasn't, weren't nas respostas curtas.
The film was good. Was the film good? They were at home. Were they at home?
He was an English writer. He was born in the 16th century. He was married with 3 children. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon. He is famous for his plays, for example, Hamlet and Macbeth.
2. She was born in Los Angeles in 1926. She was a famous actress. She was blonde and very beautiful. Her real name was Norma Jean Baker. There is a famous painting of her by Andy Warhol.
Can you find their identity? Miras fotografías antigas e intenta contestar co pasado do to be. Who was the little girl? She was Angelina Jolie. Who was the little boy? He was George Clooney. Who was the little girl? She was Lady Gaga. Who was the little boy? He was Donald Trump. Who was the little boy? He was Cristiano Ronaldo. Who were they? They were Janet and Michael Jackson. Well, these are real pictures of me, of myself when I was a little baby, little girl. And here in this exercise, I'm gonna talk about my favorite things about my childhood, a miña infancia. Bueno, estas son fotos miñas verdadeiras de cando era pequena e vou falar das miñas cousas favoritas e da miña infancia. Para que me coñezades un pouquiño máis, mellor tarde que nunca. And now, what about you? Tell me about your childhood.
Were you good at school?
Yes, I was a very good student.
Were you good at school?
Yes, I was very good at school.
Were you good at school?
I was an average student.
Were you good at school?
So-so.
Were you good at school?
No.
Were you good at school?
Yes, she was. I wasn't.
Were you good at school?
Wonderful.
I wasn't. Hopeless.
Were you good at school?
I don't think so.
Were you good at school?
Was I good at the academic side of it, or was I a good boy?
Both.
No, I was a bad boy, but I was very good at the academic side.
There are some very important events in history. Where were you then? Hai uns momentos que son os máis importantes da historia. E ti, onde estabas neses momentos? Where were you when Berlin Wall came down in 1989? Where were you when the Twin Towers were attacked in 2001? Where were you when Chiquilicuatre sang Baila el Chiqui Chiqui at the Eurovision contest in 2008? Where were you when the Spanish football team won the World Cup in 2010? Where were you when you first heard about COVID-19 in China?
This is a photo of me when I was 7 years old.
Wow! Look at you!
I was tall. I was tall and thin. I was tall, thin, and strong. I was tall, thin, strong, and clever.
No, you weren't. These aren't pictures of you. These are pictures of your cousin, Dave.
Oh, no.
You look like a movie. You sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
Too young, too dumb to realize that I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Should have give you all my hours when I had that chance. Take you to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was dance. Now my baby is dancing, but she's dancing with another man. Although it hurts, I'll be the first to say that I was wrong. Oh, I know I'm probably much too late to try and apologize for my mistakes, but I just want you to know I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he hold your hand, give you all his hours when he has the chance. Take you to every party, 'cause I remember how much you love to dance. Do all the things I should have done when I was your man.